Greetings, I'm Kathy Green with Christian News and Interviews. I'm going to share with you today a short article about Pastor Kirbyjon Caldwell. A Houston megachurch has sided with its longtime pastor, Kirbyjon Caldwell, and expressed disappointment in a recent sentence that will send him behind bars for 6 years for his role in a fraudulent investment scheme. After Wednesday's sentencing in federal court in Shreveport, Louisiana, the leaders of Windsor United Methodist Church defended Caldwell, who has served the church for 38 years but gave up his title as senior pastor when he pled guilty in the faulty Chinese bonds case last year. We're talking about close to $4 million that he and his partner cheated people out of. And what did he do with that money? People's hard-earned money. Elderly people, fragile people, sick people, people with mental illness. What did he do with their money? He bought land, he bought buildings, he bought cars, he bought whatever he felt like doing with it. And he's got a church full of people defending him. They're very disappointed that Caldwell's contributions to society and his extraordinary efforts to make every victim whole resulted in this scheme, said Floyd LeBlanc, chairman of the church's personnel committee. We look to God because we believe God has a final answer in everything. Forgive me, I have my dog sitting beside me. You want to say hello to the people? Or you going to sit down there and say woof woof? Okay, you rather just say woof woof? Okay. The fraudulent scheme, which totaled $3.5 million of bonds targeted elderly investors, has led to him and his Louisiana-based investment advisor being charged with conspiracy to commit wire fraud. Both pleaded guilty. Did you hear what I just read? He targeted elderly people. Caldwell said he has repaid his victims more than $4 million, including over $1 million prior to the 2018 indictment. Now, this is the man who kept saying, if you look him up on the internet over and over again, sitting beside his lawyer, he kept saying, oh, no, I can explain this. Oh, no, I didn't do anything wrong. Oh, no, these bonds were good. They are good. I put more money in than everybody. Let me tell you something. A double-minded man is unstable in how many of his ways? Those of you who know the Bible. Unstable in all of his ways. This man has a double mind. He's unstable. Let me tell you something. You do not play games like this with God. Don't you know that I would be scared to play with God like this? The Bible says that the money is the root. The love of money is the root of all evil. I would be so afraid to mess with God like this. God has warned us that what's done in darkness is going to come to light. Who wants to keep playing with God? And if you have a heart, a conscience, who can mistreat elderly people? I don't understand it. But I'm going to, at the end of this video, I'm going to show you a video of the good pastor doing the worm, doing some kind of a worm dance. But you know what? I tell you what, he can do the worm dance all he wants, but he's not going to be able to worm his way out of this one. He's going to jail, and shame on his congregation. Shame on his congregation for standing by him, knowing that not only did he defraud people, spending their money on cars and homes and whatever else he spent it on. Not only did he do that, but he did it to elderly, fragile people. You are so wrong for defending him. And how you can look yourself in the mirror knowing that you're worshiping man instead of worshiping God. I do not understand. He's on his way to jail. And that's where he needs to go. Because his activities was that of a common criminal. But I'm going to end on a nice note. I'm going to end by saying, have a blessed day. I don't want to end on a bad note, even though I'm really worked up about this, about how he messed with elderly people. That's cold-blooded. But I will just calm down and say, have a great day. God bless. Whew.
A shocking indictment against a prominent Houston pastor.
Kirbyjon Caldwell is one of 2 people charged with money laundering. Let's get right to Levi Ismail at Windsor Village Church.